Have you ever felt like there's a stubborn little monkey in your head? You know the one. He'd rather scroll through social media for hours, but the second you try to work on that big project, even for 15 minutes, he throws a fit. Well, guess what? You're not lazy. You just haven't learned how to outsmart that inner monkey. So let's dive in and figure out how to master our own minds. It's a question we've all asked ourselves, right? I mean, we can totally crush an entire season of a show in one sitting, no problem at all. But ask us to study for an exam or go for a run, suddenly it feels like the hardest thing in the world. So what is really going on here? Why does our brain fight us on the very things we know are actually good for us? Okay, so let's call this impulse our monkey brain. It loves the easy stuff, the quick hits of stimulation. Think instant gratification from video games, endless scrolling, you name it. But it absolutely hates anything that requires patience. You know, the things that build a better future for us, like studying or working on that side project. They feel like climbing Mount Everest. So what's fueling this monkey? Well, the answer lies in this tiny but incredibly powerful chemical in our brains called dopamine. And spoiler alert, it probably doesn't work the way you think it does. Yeah, we've all heard dopamine called the pleasure molecule, but that's actually a huge misconception. See, dopamine isn't the pleasure you get from eating the banana. It's the invisible force that gets you off the couch to go chase the banana in the first place. It is the engine of our motivation. And just how powerful is it? Oh, it's powerful. There was this classic experiment that tells you everything you need to know. Scientists gave rats a little lever that, when pressed, gave their brain a direct jolt of dopamine. The rats became obsessed. I mean, they pressed it over and over for hours, completely ignoring food, water, even sleep. But then, and get this, when the scientists blocked their dopamine, the rats became so unmotivated, they wouldn't even move to eat food that was placed right in front of them. And that is exactly how our own brains work. That feeling of, ugh, I just don't feel like it, that's not a character flaw. It's a dopamine problem. Without that motivation to chase the reward, even our biggest goals can feel totally out of reach. But this brings up another question. If dopamine is supposed to get us going, then why does something like studying for an exam or hitting the gym feel so bland, so boring? Why are these healthy bananas so unappealing to our monkey brain? It all starts with a core biological rule, homeostasis. It's a fancy word, but the idea is simple. Your body is always trying to keep things in balance. You get too hot, you sweat. Too cold, you shiver. Well, your brain's chemistry works the exact same way. And here's the problem. In our modern world, we are just flooding our brains with these huge, unnatural levels of dopamine all day long. Every phone notification, every new level in a game, every bite of junk food, it's just one massive dopamine spike after another. Think of it like this. Your monkey brain is at an all-you-can-eat buffet, but it's not a normal buffet. It's filled with these gourmet, sugar-coated, deep-fried candy bananas. It's just an endless feast of super easy, high-octane stimulation. So after a day of feasting on that, when you try to offer it a plain, normal, healthy banana, like, say, reading a chapter of a textbook, the monkey brain just looks at it and sneers. It's become spoiled. That simple, healthy reward just can't compete with the candy bananas it's gotten used to. And this leads us to the most crucial point of all, dopamine tolerance. Your brain, trying to find that balance we talked about, actually starts shutting down its own dopamine receptors to protect itself. This means you need more and more stimulation just to feel okay, and normal, everyday activities start to feel incredibly dull. So listen, your brain isn't broken. It's just been recalibrated to a higher, totally unsustainable level. But here's the good news. This is not permanent. You can reset the whole system. You can make those plain bananas taste good again. And the solution is something called a dopamine detox. The logic here is actually super simple, right? If you were stranded on a deserted island, a plain, regular banana would suddenly taste like the most delicious thing in the entire world. A dopamine detox does the exact same thing for your brain. By starving it of all that super stimuli, you let its baseline reset to normal. Now, the goal here isn't to punish yourself, it's just a reset. And there are kind of two ways to go about it. You can go hard mode and do a radical detox for one full day. That means no phone, no internet, no games, no junk food. Or you can start with easy mode. Just pick one day a week to cut out your single biggest dopamine habit, like, say, no social media on Sundays. Look, a detox is a fantastic reset button, but for long-term success, you need a system.
You've got to learn how to manage your monkey brain every single day.
And here it is. This is the single most important rule you need to know. Work first, reward after. If you scroll on your phone the second you wake up, you've already eaten your candy banana for breakfast. Your motivation for the hard stuff for the rest of the day, it's pretty much shot. The key is to flip the script. You earn the reward. Finish an hour of work, then you get 15 minutes of totally guilt-free fun. And to help you with that, here are 5 powerful tricks. First, gamify your life. Turn your boring tasks into levels and earn points. Second, start small. So small, it's ridiculous. Use the 2-minute rule just to begin something. Momentum will carry you from there. Third, give yourself instant bananas. Small, immediate rewards for small wins. Fourth, find your monkey squad. Seriously, having friends or a group to hold you accountable is a huge motivator. And fifth, shift your identity. Don't just try to act disciplined, believe that you are a disciplined person. Your behavior will follow your belief. So it's so important to remember that dopamine isn't the bad guy here. You don't want to get rid of it. It's the engine that drives us to create, to achieve, to explore, and even to survive. The goal is not to kill the engine. It's to learn how to get in the driver's seat and steer. Ultimately, it all comes down to a choice. Are you going to get your dopamine from the cheap, easy candy bananas of distraction? Or from the satisfying, healthy bananas of actual growth and real progress? You have the power to trick your brain, to reset your reward system, and to finally start enjoying the hard things that actually matter. So the only question is, which bananas will you choose?